All right, so here we are at 6553 Raftelis. I'm not sure how you say it. Lovely neighborhood. I tried to get a video of the drive up. I know my windshield's kind of dirty and the recording is a little bit bouncy, and I do the best I can. This is a gorgeous neighborhood. So there is some road noise when I'm standing out here. So I usually reduce the background noise in my video when I upload it, but there's definitely road noise out here. So you may not hear that in the video, but I can hear it right now for sure. So that is, it's coming from right over there. But aside from that, lovely property. Let's take a look around. So we'll go this way today. Let's see. All right, big 2-car garage, newer door, looks like it's in pretty good shape. It could use a repaint probably, but it doesn't look that beat up at all. So here, see the air condenser. Looks a little older, not as old as some, but a little older. Oh, and we can't get in the backyard this way. It looks like I don't see a gate. So we can take a quick peek and then we'll walk around the other side. So siding is in good condition. Let's see, what else we see? We've got some, the downspouts are directed away from the foundation. That's always good to see. You have some beautiful landscaping out here. You have this nice big tree in the front. Let's head over here. You can tell these were done recently. They look gorgeous. These will drink a lot of water through the summer, but they will grow and fill in and be beautiful. So siding over here, you can see, looks like it's in pretty good shape. You're going to want to repaint down there probably at some point just so that doesn't get wet. It looks a little bit neglected, but otherwise the exterior looks pretty good. Let's check out the backyard. There's some sort of bus depot right behind here, it sounds like. Hang on a sec. Okay, so this gate, I cannot physically open it from where I am right now, just based on my height and my arms and apparently my low hand strength, which I didn't know was a thing until right now. But I can't get in the backyard this way. We'll have to check it out from the inside. That's fine. I just wanted to let you know that, you would probably put a new gate on that if you wanted to access it. I think it's not meant to be accessed from outside of the yard. So we will head in the house and take a peek there. So here is the front porch area. It's very nice. It's painted a nice kind of beige up there. You have the siding and the shutters. The windows look like they're pretty good, in pretty good shape here. They look like double hung vinyl inserts that would have been replaced at some point. Siding looks good. Got the 2 lights. Yeah, this is a beautiful porch, so you could sit here and kind of enjoy the view of the neighborhood. Okay, so I have just walked in the house. Here is the front door. The lock was in good condition. The key was easy to use. So we walk in this threshold right here and we can go left, we can go up the stairs, we can go straight, or we can go right. So I'm going to start by going left because I see that is the little powder room here. So you have this beautiful window in the hallway and a coat closet here, which is great. Lots of storage in here. These doors are a little squeaky, but that's easy to fix. So you just need a little WD-40. No big deal. They do close flush, which is nice. So here is the guest bath, powder room. The blinds are in good condition. These are the expensive blinds that have the wider, I forget the word for that, but they're nice. They look nice. They're white. They are updated. This is a beautiful vanity. It is a dark blue. The countertop has black veining and a little bit of blue. It is very bold, but it's nice. Mirror, light fixture with the kind of brass. They mix the metals in here a little bit, but it looks pretty good. So let's head this way now. So to the right of the entryway is your front living room. Beautiful space. It does have recessed lighting on dimmer. There's a dimmer on the switch over here, which is nice. So you can see how they have it arranged here. It's a big space. You have plenty of room for a couch, a TV if you wanted to. And here is our dining room. So let's see where the light switch is. Okay, the light switch for here. This is a great size for a dining room. Those windows are beautiful. They bring in some light. You have a chair rail here. These are the same color. The chair rail is slightly whiter. It's also in a glossy when these are more of a matte, but this is a slightly whiter shade of white, if that makes sense. Crown molding, beautiful space here. So the dining room is connected to the kitchen. So I did this kind of awkwardly, but you know, here we could come in from the entryway into the kitchen, which we'll do right now. And we have this pantry cabinet right here facing this side. Super cool. So all the way to the ceiling up there, which is nice. And there is a light right there, so you can actually see what's in there. In our kitchen, we have, I think this is a slightly smaller fridge than some fridges. It looks very full size, just like not mega sized, if that helps. And you have the cabinets up front. Cabinets here go to the ceiling. These look like newer cabinets. Dishwasher here. You have this beautiful apron farmhouse sink. Black here, black faucet. The sink overlooks the backyard, which is lovely. We'll pop up there in just a few minutes. This is a kind of an interesting choice in countertop. I think they try to warm up the space a little bit. So it's kind of like a off-white with brown in it. You know, you could change the hardware. The handle color would probably bring those together a little bit more, but it doesn't look bad. It's just, it was an interesting choice. So you can see there, you have a vent over gas range with the kind of double ovens there. And then we'll pan around here. This is really cool over here where they have the microwave. You could put, you know, your small appliances there, a little coffee bar, whatever you needed to do. Beautiful eat-in area here with that bay window overlooks the back patio. And then over here, we have this lower family room. And somewhere there's a light switch. Hang on. Nope. Okay, well, somewhere you switch on this fan. I'm not sure where. But down here, so you take one step down. And then this is hardwood. This is done in a nice kind of, it looks like they probably just put a clear coat of oil-based polyurethane on it, and then kind of a matte finish. So it's not super shiny like a lot of them are, but it is a little bit orange because that's what happens. The wood ambers over time and with sun exposure. So you see a little bit of that. It's a nice medium mid-tone. So, and you could refinish it if you wanted to, but it looks nice right now. The floor is in pretty good condition. So this is a lovely room right here with those beautiful built-ins, and they have all the books backward, which is interesting, but very cool. And then this walks outside, which we'll do in a couple minutes once I put my shoes back on. And there is a fan in here. I couldn't find the switch for it. I thought it would be that one, but that one's already on. So the fan may have a remote. I'm not sure. But in here, a lot of these switches are on three-way switches, so you can control them from a lot of places, and that becomes kind of confusing. All right. So here off the kitchen, right here past the, you know, coffee bar area is the laundry room, which is lovely with these. These were probably the original kitchen cabinets that they had repurposed into the laundry room. So that's really nice. You have the laminate countertop in here, some shelves for extra pantry storage. If you need it, washer, dryer. Is there a utility sink? There is not a utility sink, but lots of space over here for extra, you know, hanging your laundry and things like that. And then this is our access to the garage here. You know, I don't see a light switch. So I can see they have a lot of stuff in here right now. It looks like a normal 2-car garage. I know you can't see it in the photo, in the video. I'm sorry. I don't see a light switch right inside there where I usually would. I'm not sure where it is. And then this, you know, that's off. So apologies about that. It looked like a normal garage. We can come back here and try again if this is when you really want to see that garage. So again, here's this little area here, and then this little pantry here we'll check out. Oh, just kidding. It's not a pantry. It goes to the basement. Okay, well, we'll do that in a minute. Let's head upstairs to check out the bedrooms. So now we're back in the entryway, and we're going to, you know, so there's the powder room, coat closet. We'll head up the stairs now, and you can hear the air is on because it is very hot outside. So these are the wood treads that are the same color as the entire main level here, which is very nice. And then the risers have been painted white pretty recently though. They look like they're painted nicely. There aren't a lot of scuffs. There's a little bit, but They've been painted pretty recently. All right, up here we have some carpet. This is an older carpet. I actually had this same carpet in a 90s house. It is beige. It is like the sad beige of carpet from days gone by, but it is in good condition. I don't see any stains really, and I'll point them out if I see any. It was not a cheap carpet to begin with, probably. It's a nice medium color. It doesn't smell. This is the primary here. So this is a king size bed. So to give you some idea, you have plenty of room for a king size bed. The 2 nightstands, there's a cool fan there. You have these beautiful windows that bring in a ton of light. So let's check out the closet. All right, so this is his closet, it looks like, based on the clothes. It's a good space. All right, so we have that one, and then here we'll kind of walk here. So this one was directly to the left of the stairs when you come up. And then in here we have, all right, so the fan works, so that's good. Here this must be her closet. So lovely walk-in space here. Lots of room for hanging things. She's got lots of shoes. Full length mirror there. Super nice. This kind of switches in here to a tile. It's a brown tile. It's, it's fine. It looks good. You have lots of storage in the bathroom, which is amazing. Only a single vanity, so that's a bummer, but you have a lot of counter space here. You have some drawers. This looks like a granite, so that's nice. Normal toilet, everyone's seen a toilet. Here is the shower. It has a nice seat in it. You can see the nation there. That is the same tile in the shower that is on the floor here. They have the smaller version of it down there, and then it has the granite seat, so that's pretty cool. And then you have this window here if you wanted to open that. And then you have some towel bars here. And this is the glass door. So great for light, not so great for privacy, but so that is the primary. All right, so here's the stairs, primary behind me. Going down the hallway, we see here this front bedroom right here. Great size. That's a twin bed. And then we have 2 closets, it looks like. So we have this closet right here. And then interesting handles on the bifold doors there. It's kind of funny. But this is a nice big dresser. So there's lots of room in here. If you wanted to put a little desk in front of the window, you could do that. And then there's another closet in here. This one's a little harder to open. I'm not going to tug on that because, this is not my house. But this does here. And then there's another door through here, which I'm not sure what that is. Maybe it's this. Oh, this is the other side of that other closet. Maybe? I don't know. Oh, that'd be trippy. Okay, we'll figure that out. But anyway, that was interesting. That might be the other door to that other closet. I don't know. In here, hallway bathroom. Let's see, get some light in here. All right, here we go. Oh, super cute. This is kind of like a light sage green. So kind of like a light sage. Composite one-piece sink here. Newer hardware, newer mirror, newer light fixture. Cabinet here is the same color. Toilet. Beautiful shower in here. This one's a little smaller for sure. But it's got ledges. It's got the cute little shaving seat. And it has a light in it, which is really nice. And then this cute little kind of cabinet situation back here for an extra workstation. So, okay. There's a lot of switches in this house. It would take you a little while to learn. Linen closet here in the hallway. Has some wire shelving built in already. So that's nice. There wasn't a ton of storage space in that bathroom, so you can see they have some overflow bathroom here. And then this room does not have an overhead light in it. So the other ones have. This one does not. It probably has a switch controlled outlet. So they have things kind of plugged into this outlet, which is likely controlled by this switch, which is why this switch is in the on position. That was how they used to make houses. You could run power up to the light to add a light if you wanted to. This is a tricky closet door because of where the window trim is. I'm not gonna open that because I don't want to damage it with one hand especially, but I'm sure there's a closet in there. We can kind of get a feel for it It would be it's probably about as deep as this linen closet is wide. It would go back this way. So just to keep that in mind. So this one has no light. This one in here does not have an overhead light either. It is larger and it is beautifully lit by these two windows. You can see here they have a nice kind of desk area and then the dresser. So there's a lot of room in this room. This is a full-size bed. And then this is kind of one of those bigger closets. So nice size closet in this space. And you could change the handles on these if you wanted to just add a little touch to improve that just for, 20 bucks. So we'll head out of here. And then again, okay, so this was the smallest room. This is the kind of front room and someone is ringing the doorbell. Here is the secondary room with the closet that might like go through the hallway. I'm not really sure. That's really interesting. Primary, and then we're going to head downstairs. Okay, so we had someone else ring the doorbell, so I paused for a second there. We're going to head back into the kitchen and then check out the basement. So this space flows really nicely through here. This is a beautiful kitchen. It feels very open into that room down there. And, the dining room is a little bit more secluded, but you have this kind of eat-in breakfast area right there. It's really nice. It feels really spacious. We're going to head down the stairs. This is carpet. It's not the same carpet that's upstairs. But it is, it's brown. It's fine. It looks like it's been replaced not that long ago. It's in pretty good shape. I don't see any stains or smell anything gross. So right off of here is looks like some storage utility space kind of in here. So this is, all right, so it could use a new light. No big deal, right? Those fluorescent lights are hard. They have some storage shelves in here. There's the utility sink, furnace, water heater. I can't really get in there to take a look at how old those might be or what the condition is. Sean can talk to you about that. Here's some more repurposed cabinets kind of down here. They have some cool furniture. So this would need a new light, and you could finish this space to be a little bit more usable if you needed to, but it's a good space. Okay, so then we'll come down the stairs. So this has kind of the old school, like wooden beadboard. This is a very orange wood, very old fashioned wood. But this is a huge room down here. It's noticeably cooler, which is great when it's hot outside. You do have the recessed lighting on the ceiling. This is a big space. So this is huge down here. Definitely you could do a lot of things with this particular space. So over here, this is probably the access to those utilities. Yeah. So here's how you would get to the, the furnace and the water heater. There's a little bit more storage down here under the stairs. They have some suitcases. Here is another. Okay, so this is not a bedroom. They have it staged as a room, but there's no egress in the case of a fire. So this is not a to-code bedroom. It would be over to you on the risk assessment there if you wanted to use it as a bedroom or not. Here's the closet. It's got good closet space. So, and this has the same ceramic tile in here, which is large format. It looks really nice. It's pretty modern. If you painted this wood paneling, you would really bring this up to like the 21st century, but it looks beautiful as is. So here is the downstairs bathroom. This is a full bathroom. So you have, this is probably the original. This is definitely older than the other bathrooms that have been updated. Light fixture, cute little storage kind of built in there. And then this shower down here. So it's tiled. That's the same tile is on the floor. So actually it's not. It's really similar. It's a different size and slightly more brown, but very similar. This is very cohesive. Everything kind of flows together with the colors. It's all kind of brown. So it looks good. It's nice. You got a nice light with the fan combo up there. Great space down here. So we'll just, as we walk out, you're going to hear voices as we head upstairs, but we'll finish up. So as we walk out here, you can see this big space here. That was the extra utility space. And then here we go.